Today on Karamo,
What's the deal?
a 30-year-old DNA mystery.
You haven't seen me because you haven't tried.
I am your father.
Years and years of family questions
Are you missing it? Is it going over your head?
are still causing issues to this day.
My daughter, according to her, no, needs to be a daughter.
A revelation that will change everything
Did you take a DNA test before?
Yes or no?
is about to come out.
Like, you're a terrible person.
Will the outcome save their relationship? Plus, a couple on the verge of disaster.
You both agreed to unlock your phones yesterday, but then you both refused.
You won't believe the shocking twist.
You're gonna either put yes or no right now.
So we won't do the phone segment.
Wow, that's interesting.
Today, we are going to solve a 30-year DNA mystery that led to heartache, confusion, and devastation for Lavon. She says Ryan, the man she grew up believing was her father, has treated her like garbage while treating her other sisters like queens. She believes another man is her father and took a DNA test to prove it. Before we meet Lavon, listen to what Ryan had to say about the situation.
I took this DNA test because it was what Lavon wanted. Here's the backstory. I only had a 1 or 2 night stand with Lavon's mother, and we dated maybe twice. And 2 years later, she introduced me to my child. I was furious, so I was very angry for a while. She originally told another man that Lavon was his child. She was in a relationship with this man, but then 2 years later, she comes to me and tells me that Lavon is my child. For the record, I'd never denied Lavon. She'd always had full access to me, email, phone, social media as well. I was not allowed access to Lavon, even though the doors were always open for her, and did not get the reciprocation of what I gave. It's been about 15 or so years since the last time I spoke with her. She raised her 2 middle fingers to me. It was disturbing for me. It still hurts me now because that picture is in my mind as if it happened 2 minutes ago. It really bothered me. It's getting to me right now. After that, I released everything but my heart to her. I would accept her effort, but for me to reach out to her, that to me was the end. I would like to hug my daughter when I see her, because my love for her is still there.
Everyone, help me please welcome Lavon to the show. So Lavon, while you're watching that, I was watching you and heard some of the things you said. You had a reaction to that. So what are your feelings about what Ryan was saying?
I think they're all lies. I've never disrespected him to raise my finger at him or anything. Mm-hmm. I don't know, I have a lot of mixed emotions. I think it's a lie. I think it's for y'all. It's maybe for him, the fact that he's just sitting up here telling y'all, you know, his heart aches. I don't think that's true. Because if your heart really ached, you would, you know, you would make some effort to reach out. And, you know.
Let me ask you this, because I want to go back a little bit. Why do you have doubts that Ryan is your father?
When I was younger, my grandmother raised me. She showed me this picture of this man, and, you know, I kind of see myself more in that man than I see in, you know, Ryan. I don't look like him. My mom, she would tell me that he gave her a hard time because of, you know, how I look. I don't look like his other kids. I don't have any of their physical features or anything. So, you know, I feel like I've been on this healing journey for maybe internally for like the last year or 2, and I feel like this is me getting over like the last step in my journey. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad you're taking this step. So did you and Ryan have a relationship at all when you were a child?
No, not that I can remember. He just wasn't there. He wasn't there physically very much. He wasn't there emotionally. He just was not present at all. And not enough for me, like, because I'm a mom and, you know, just being a parent, you know, sometimes it's just not enough. And I don't feel like it was enough as a child, as an adult, like, ever.
So when did you fall out of touch with him?
Maybe when I graduated high school, I went through, like, you know, this I did it without you phase or whatever. And then I think that was the last I actually, like, really spoke to him. And then shortly after I joined the military, and then after about 2 years, I had spoke to him again, and then he's like, you know, what are you doing with your life? And I was like, well, I'm in the military. He just was kind of like, why couldn't you pick something else? And I'm
Oh.
just like, you know, it was kind of like, you know, a ill type thing. And I just thought it was, thank you.
We're applauding you for what you do. We appreciate your service and what
Thank
you're
you.
doing.
And I just was like, just because it wasn't what I don't even know what you wanted me to do, but just because it wasn't something that's ideal to you, you're just like, you just shunned it.
Yeah, you disregarded what you do. Okay. And so I know I was trying to keep up with that timeline. You said in high school you all stopped communicating. What is that? Because I'm doing the math. 15 years that you haven't spoken?
I'm not going to say 15 years, but it's maybe because I briefly spoke to him maybe like a year or two ago. In 2020, we had a conversation because my sister, she has a baby. And then I get on Facebook and I'm just like scrolling, and then he's like, my only granddaughter. And I'm just like, I have a whole 5-year-old over here. And I know you know her because when I had her, you went on this spiel about my very first granddaughter. Sent out all these pictures, and it's just like, I wasn't in contact with you, so why are you getting pictures from my mom?
Well, there's a lot there. Hold on. You had a child, and he got photos from other people to promote that he was the grandfather. Didn't contact you.
Did not contact me at all.
Then he had your sister, or potential sister, had a child, and then he went on Facebook saying, this is my first grandchild?
My first granddaughter.
Granddaughter, disregarding your
My daughter.
Got it.
So I told him about himself on the post because I'm just like, if you're going to be loud and disrespect me and disown me, I'm going to be loud. What I have to say, and
What
I
was
don't
his
look like...
response to it?
He sent me this long message, and I told him I wasn't reading it, and then I just went on about my day.
Why didn't you read it?
Because I feel like it was filler, it was the stuff he just told y'all in the same thing. Like, I'm always here, like, okay, you're always here, but what am I supposed to do with that? I can't do anything with I'm always here. I need you to be present. I need you to call me. I need you to be a dad, because at the end of the day, I didn't ask to be here.
Yeah, we heard him say in the video that he said he wants to hug you. What are your
He
thoughts
can't
about
touch
that?
me, I'm sorry.
Got it.
And it's not in, you know, like a disrespectful way, but just to get on here and be like, oh, I haven't seen her. You haven't seen me because you haven't tried.
Will you try to work things out with him if he is your father?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably
Why
not.
do you say that?
Just because I know what kind of person he is, I don't feel like it's genuine.
Listen, everyone, I want to hear from your potential father, so let's welcome Ryan to the show.
I cannot believe you're sitting here telling these people all of these lies, child. What's the deal?
Put your
First of
finger
all,
down.
no, you are.
Her father made her feel like an outcast.
Put your finger down, bro.
Okay,
like,
I'll
put
let
it
you
down.
A 30-year-old DNA mystery.
How old am I? When's my birthday?
I am your father.
And the outcome of a DNA test is about to come out.
I don't know if you're my dad or not, but we're going to find out today.
I took this DNA test because it was what LaVon wanted. For the record, I've never denied LaVon.
I have a lot of mixed emotion. I think it's a lie. I think it's for y'all. My mom, she would tell me that he gave her a hard time because of, you know, how I look. I don't look like his other kids. You haven't seen me because you haven't tried.
Will you try to work things out with him if he is your father?
Probably not.
Telling these people all of these lies, child. What's the deal? So
How is it a lie?
let's make
Please,
sure that
don't
let's
point
make
your
sure.
finger at me. Do not point your finger at me.
Disrespect.
Do not point your finger at me. I'm grown as hell. I
Gotcha.
can disrespect whoever I want. And if it's you, I'ma do it.
No, you're
Put
not.
your finger down. Put your
First
finger
of all,
down.
no, you are not.
Oh my God.
Period.
You don't
Period.
even know me.
And you don't know me, apparently.
You don't, but you know the other 4
But
daughters.
you don't know me,
Put your
apparently.
finger down, bro.
Okay,
like,
I'll
put
let
it
you
down.
finish what you're
put
saying.
It
Go
down.
ahead.
Put
So
it
what,
down.
what are the lies that you said?
Here's the thing. She's telling you her story. She's not telling you the other side of that story.
What's the other side?
So the email that she's talking about was me sharing that I had a granddaughter. Hers,
You don't know her.
and
though.
hers, okay,
What's her name?
she needs to
How
stop.
old is she?
I'm not going to
What grade
go
is
back
she
and
in?
forth. I'll
What's
let
her
you
favorite
finish.
color? If that's your granddaughter, what is it that you know about her? What's her name? Where does she live? What do you know?
Are
What do
you
you
done?
know about me? How old am I? When's my birthday?
Are you done?
Where have I been for the past 2 years? Anything. Do you know that I lived overseas for 2 years? No.
So I think,
I didn't get a chance.
sure, yeah.
Are you done?
Go ahead.
Okay, so here we go. did you tell them the email that you sent back to me?
I don't
Telling
know.
me.
And I told you I
don't-
wasn't reading
okay,
all that.
I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You're so fake. Like, please. Go ahead. Say what you got to say because you're doing this for them.
Yeah, because I want to know what your side of the story is, Ryan.
Go ahead. I
am
ain't going to say nothing.
I don't talk over people, and I don't allow people
for
to talk
you.
over me.
Okay.
I'm not talking over you. I'm very calm, collected.
Okay.
You don't even deserve that, but I'll give it to you.
Then why am I here?
I don't know. Because I don't know. I don't know if you're my dad or not, but we're going to find out today.
Okay, so the email specifically stated, I don't want you in my life. I don't want you in my daughter's life. And what she doesn't know is that I didn't know she was my child until she was 2 years old, first. That's first.
Okay.
So every time I traveled for my job, every time I touched down in New Orleans, her house was the first house that I went to pick her up. Whatever time I had, it was going to be with her. 3 years down the line, I'm in her grandfather's house going to pick her up.
Yeah.
3 years down the line, this man tells me, stay away from my daughter. 3 weeks later, I'm traveling back to New Orleans for more business, go to her mom's house, and her grandmother's in the house upstairs, and I hear, what is he doing here? Why is he here? Okay? So whatever Dave told you,
I was a child. I don't know what you're talking about.
exactly. You were a
So
child.
from your point of view, it sounds as if you're saying that her mother's side of the family
Mother, granddaughter, mother, grandmother,
Don't talk
and
about my
grandfather.
grandmother.
made you feel as if
Don't
this
talk
wasn't
about
your
my
child.
grandmother.
Yeah. None of my other daughters disrespect me like this.
I'm
None
not
of them.
disrespectful.
Okay.
You know why? Because they received me as their father without question. They didn't have anybody, for lack of a better word, brainwashing them against me being their father.
My mom doesn't even talk, so how can she brainwash me?
Your mom
That's
doesn't talk?
my
How do you
mom
think
is-
I got the picture
oh
of
my
Joy?
God. She doesn't
How
talk.
do you think I got
my
the picture of
mother-
Joy?
Don't talk about my mother. My mother is who she is.
How do you think
and
I got
I know
the
her
picture
enough
of
to know
Joy?
she doesn't. She's not the type of person to brainwash me.
Gotcha.
Is Joy your daughter?
Yes, that's my
Got it,
daughter.
okay.
So I got the name.
That's not even her real name. Like, what is it? Exactly. That's her nickname. I don't care who does not do what. At the end of the day, that's my responsibility. So you should have told yourself, I'm your responsibility. That's what you should have told yourself. And you should have cultivated the relationship for me and you by yourself.
But you were a child, right?
So my daughter's a child.
Okay,
Joy
don't
is a
raise your
child.
voice at
No,
me.
I'm going to raise my
Don't raise
voice
your
because
voice at
you're
me.
sitting up here and you putting on this show and you know it's all like, it's
Cursing.
I don't
Okay.
care. I'm grown.
I am your father.
If you thought she was your daughter, then why wouldn't you try to be in her life? She feels rejected by her own father.
You should be there for me. Like, what part are you missing?
And the outcome of a DNA test is about to come out. You have another daughter that you brought here today. Stay tuned.
You are the father. Get off my stage.
Put your
First of
finger
all,
down.
no, you are not.
Oh my God.
Period.
You don't
Period.
even know me.
And what she doesn't know is that I didn't know she was my child until she was 2 years old.
I don't care who does not do what. At the end of the day, that's my responsibility. So you should have told yourself, I'm your responsibility. And you should have cultivated the relationship for me and you. I'm gonna raise
Don't
my
raise
voice
your
because
voice at
you're
me.
sitting up here and you putting on this show and you know it's all like, it's
You're cursing.
I don't
Okay.
care, I'm grown.
She makes a valid point. You don't have to have a relationship with her side, mother's side of the family to try to reach out to her.
I didn't.
Okay.
I don't even know that there was even a welcome. And the last time that I did speak to her on the phone, it wasn't good.
I told you was
So
fake,
for
'cause
me,
you are.
I'm not gonna keep walking into a fire and getting burnt. So my daughter, according to her, needs to be a daughter. And I'm not gonna continue reaching out to
What
you.
do I owe you?
I'm not gonna,
What do
you're
I owe
missing
you?
the point.
What do
I'm
I
not
owe- I
gonna
don't owe you
continue
anything.
reaching out to you
I
if
didn't
you're
ask to be
denying me access.
What
I'm not
access
that guy.
am I denying you?
When's the last time we talked?
Exactly. You should ask yourself that. You're
When was
the
it-
parent.
How about you answer
You're
the
the
question?
parent. You know, the last time I talked to my daughter this morning on her way to school. So it's me. It's my effort, and it should be you and your effort.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because
Did you ever deny her?
never.
Never denied her.
Never. Ever.
So do you
From
think
the-
she's your
from
daughter?
the phone, I believe wholeheartedly she is.
I'm a little confused, Ryan. Because I'm tracking what you're saying. If you thought she was your daughter, then why wouldn't you try to be in her life? Why wouldn't you actively try to be there more? Is it just because?
Because once again, I am not going to continue to walk into a furnace and get burned. Call that selfish, call that about me. But if you keep seeing stop signs, how much further are you gonna go?
I'm gonna keep going because at the end of
I'm
the day,
asking
it's
this
my
gentleman.
daughter.
I'm not
It's my
talking to
daughter.
you.
It's
Well,
my
Answer this
child.
I agree with her. Because as a father, if I was getting stop signs from my son's mother or his side of the family, nothing's going to keep me from him. I'm going to
Exactly.
continue to try to be with him.
Well,
That's the way I want to relate.
I respect what you're saying, but I'm not you. I respect wholeheartedly what you're saying, but I'm not you.
Were you in your other children's lives?
Yeah.
Okay.
And any one of them can tell you that she got no different when we were connecting.
Okay.
I still needed you. I still needed you.
Did you express that you needed me, or did you
I
express
shouldn't
that you
have
don't?
to tell you that I need you. You're
I
my
can't read
dad.
your mind.
You're my dad.
What do you think?
I know that my daughter needs me just
Right.
as much as she needs me
Right.
now and then when she's 26. The fact that you're blaming this on me, you're blaming this on my mom, like, how is it our fault? Take some damn accountability, go to therapy, go do whatever you need to do. But to keep saying, I tried, when are you gonna realize you trying is not good enough? I don't know where you live, you don't know where I live. Like, how am I supposed to reach out to you if I don't know where you are?
Do you have access to your sisters?
No, I should be access. You have access
See,
to my
here's the
sisters.
problem.
You have access to my
Here's the
sisters.
problem.
You know that I talk to Brienne almost if not every week. You could get my number from her, but you did not. When
wish
did
I
it
had
cross
my
your
phone.
mind to say, you know what, I'm gonna get this number from Brienne so I can contact my daughter?
Do you know that I did that or no?
You didn't.
Okay, let's do this.
When? When did
Let's
you do
this.
it? When did you do it?
Here's
Tell
the
me
problem.
when you did it.
Here's the problem with
Tell
your-
me when you did
I'll
it.
let you
When
finish.
did you do it? When did you do it? When? Tell me. I'm listening.
Are you done?
Go ahead. Tell me when you did it.
Here's the problem.
Oh my God.
So if we're talking about accountability,
Oh.
I am your father.
Okay,
You are my
and
daughter.
I don't owe you.
There
I
you
don't
go.
owe you nothing.
There you go.
You should be there for me. Like, what part are you missing? Are you missing it? Is it going over your head? I don't have to do. I don't owe you. You brought me into this world. You take care of me. I brought my child into this world. I take care of her. Like, what are you missing?
You have another daughter that you brought here today. What's her name?
Her name's Brienne.
Brienne. Okay, then. Well, listen, everyone, Brienne is here today. This is your oldest daughter, and I want to meet her and get her side of the story. So everyone, please bring up Brienne.
Move over, Daddy.
Hi, Brienne.
Hi.
I can see that you're emotional.
Yes.
What's making you emotional?
This is just really sad to watch, I guess. Because I can hear equal pain, honestly. Like, I hear my sister say, I just wish you would have been there. And I hear my dad say that he tried, but I guess, like, he's hurt by whatever could be or shouldn't be or would be. If she is his, it's not. And although he's never denied her, I do think that, you know, the onus is never on the kid. You know, and I've told my dad this, I've told him over and over again, you don't get to stop trying. I understand, and I hear you.
Her father made her feel like an outcast. There's a lifetime of seeing you be treated this way, the way you wiped away her tears when she's crying. A revelation that will change everything. Did you take a DNA test before? Is about to come out. She makes a valid point. You don't have to have a relationship with her side, mother's side of the family to try to reach out to her.
I didn't.
Okay.
I don't even know that there was even a welcome. And the last time that I did speak to her on the phone, It wasn't good.
You didn't.
Okay, let's do this.
When did
Let's
you
do
do
this.
it? When did you do it?
Here's
Tell
the
me when you
problem.
did it.
You have another daughter that you brought here today. What's her name?
Her name's Brienne.
What's making you emotional?
This is just really sad to watch, I guess. The onus is never on the kid. I've told him over and over again, you don't get to stop trying. It's hard to watch, though.
Yeah. Are you close with your dad?
Yeah, I would say.
Well, she and her sisters have said the same thing consistently. I don't get to stop trying. While I believe that, I still feel a reticence because what I have gotten from Levon is a lot of dialogue without demonstration.
No, I know,
What
Daddy,
do I
but
need to
no,
show
but wait,
you?
hear
I don't
me,
need to
hear
show
me.
you
I'm sorry,
anything.
go
No,
ahead.
Daddy, listen.
But you can apologize to her. But point your finger at me and tell me I'm disrespectful. Like, see, this is I'm talking about.
No, I know. I understand. Like, and I hear you, but I think that you're not hearing Levon. I think that you're upset, and I think that, and that's fair.
Yeah.
No, I know, but
Okay.
you're not showing who you are by being upset. I think that if you could just not be upset and just hear the hurt that she may feel, that maybe you'll be able to like receive it better.
I mean, Ryan, I gotta tell you this. I mean, just in this moment, since your daughter has come out,
My demeanor's changed.
Demeanor's completely changed.
Yeah.
The way that you treat her, she said that you treat them different, and I watched it right here in just the way that you respected her, the way you wiped away her tears when she's crying. It's evident.
I think that is because
It's evident you do treat her differently.
Go ahead, because I know
And
you're
so-
about to say exactly what I was. Go
I
ahead.
think that it is because of lack of connection, and that would be on par from what she's saying. And I think that there's so much hurt, and I also think that there's so much pride there that
There's a lot of pride,
it
yes.
stops us from doing what we know to do.
Even with acknowledging that and those excuses, because that's what that is in this moment, that doesn't take away from what she's experiencing.
Not at
Because
all.
even in this 5 minutes that you've been out here with me, I can imagine if there's a lifetime of seeing you be treated this way, and this, of course I'm going to be angry. Of course I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be hurt. And rightfully so. I mean, even the way she's been carrying herself today on this show, when she was like, I could do more, she could. I mean, if anything I just witnessed right here, if I was in your shoes, I would have been even What do you want to happen today? Do you want them?
I would love for them to, like, for us to leave and they be talking.
Yeah.
I know that, like, sounds ridiculous, but I am very, like, unrealistic.
Yeah.
But I would love for them to talk. I would love for, you know, my dad to just say, I'm sorry, and we can get there.
Yeah.
So let me ask you something, Karamo. 28 years of not having access to your child?
It's always been about you. Always, always, always,
listening.
always. And no, did you ever decide to take a DNA test yourself? Did you?
Did you take a DNA test before or ever think about doing it?
Yes or no?
We did.
A revelation that will change everything
When her mother told me,
is about to come out.
Like, you're a terrible person.
Will the outcome save their relationship?
You are the five. Get off my stage.
I would love for them to, like, for us to leave and they be talking.
28 years of not having access to your child?
Did you ever decide to take a DNA test yourself? Did you?
Did you take a DNA test before or ever think about doing it?
Yes or no?
We did.
Okay.
You took one.
Yeah.
When?
When her mother told me she was my child.
And how
2
old was
years
that?
afterward.
2 years. So she was a child. And I'm assuming, did you get answers?
Yeah.
And what were those answers?
99.999%.
From what you're saying, you didn't know about this, that you've confirmed that this is your daughter,
Yeah.
And that makes you even more wrong.
and you didn't.
So wait.
I mean, at the end of the
We
day,
had a-
but
we-
you asked me a question. I'm going to go back to your question. You
Go
asked
ahead.
me before you came out here, and I asked her if she wanted a relationship, and she said probably not.
And then
you're saying,
knowing that you've known since I was 2, and if the results are the same, why would I want a relationship with you? Because you've known.
And when she says that to me, the thing that I hear is someone who's been rejected their entire life doesn't want to get rejected again on this stage.
Yeah, and
so before she gets rejected, she's going to make sure that she's going to like protect herself from you.
I'm good with that. If that's where she is,
I know.
I am not going to make her. I'm
Just
not going to.
apologize. Like,
Daddy,
that's
yeah.
literally it.
But that's when
all you
someone's
have
trying to
to
protect
do.
themselves from them, all you have to do is ensure them that you can trust me, that I will be there, that I will love you. That's what she's screaming out for.
That's hitting me. I have to go over the images, the hurt, the
As
Oh
much
my
as I want, I
God.
gotta tell you this before we can go any further. I think it's time that we saw this 30-year DNA outcome. This is what's most important right now before we can get to anything else. You said you had facts. You need the clear answers now because you are a child, if this is or not your father. So I think this is your moment for you to open this to find out if Ryan is your father or not.
Before I open this, I'm just gonna let you know that this is not gonna change how I feel about it. It's not. But I need this for myself.
No, I know. I'm okay with that.
And for you to know all these years and then for you to just not try, that makes you a
fair.
terrible person. Like, you're a terrible person. You're not a good dad because how are you gonna know this all your life and then
Yeah.
just not acknowledge me or my existence? It's like I owe you something and I don't owe you anything.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna open
You
this.
should.
Will the outcome save their relationship? The DNA truth is unlocked next. Plus, a couple on the verge of disaster.
You both agreed to unlock your phones yesterday, but then you both refused.
You won't believe the shocking twist. You took one.
Yeah.
When? And how
2
old was
years
that?
afterward.
2 years. So she was a child. And I'm assuming, did you get answers?
Yeah.
And what were those answers?
99.999%.
From what you're saying, you didn't know about this, that you've confirmed that this is your daughter.
Yeah.
And that makes you even more wrong.
So I think this is your moment for you to open this to find out if Ryan is your father or not.
Just not acknowledge me or my existence. It's like I owe you something and I don't owe you anything.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna open
You
this.
should.
Ryan is Levon's biological father.
Oh, my sister. I mean, I knew you were my sister.
You're a very supportive sister.
Thank you.
I think all of us here can see that, yes, you probably had some pain that you experienced having, older adults tell you, like, you're not wanted, you're not around, this is not your child. But for you to confirm that this is your child and for you to still not fight for her or to be there for her and to treat her differently makes you 100% wrong.
Yeah.
It does. It does. She brought you here because somewhere in her heart, she does want a relationship.
Yeah.
Somewhere in her heart, she does want that.
down.
And because of the fact that you have not been able to acknowledge your actions and just give her, she said on this stage, can you just apologize? And you haven't been able to give her that. Why?
Well, as I mentioned,
You can
There
literally
is-
just say you're sorry. Like, you can just say you're sorry.
okay. As I mentioned, there is a lot of demonstration of pain for me.
Can you
I can't not acknowledge what this situation has done to me as well.
Okay. trying
There's
to
a
argue with
stubbornness
her.
in you
Yeah,
right now
a
and a
little bit.
pride that you got to let go. I'm going to let you know right now. Because if you don't let go of it, it's going to, the relationship is already ruined. But what's happening is with time, this could be mended. But right now, you dying on this hill is not helping you.
Do you believe that it could be mended?
The first thing that I said when this producer asked me what was the first thing I would do when I see her was I said I wanted to hug my daughter.
I know, but that won't be received well.
Right,
But can you see why it won't be received well?
clearly.
Yeah.
So LaVon,
Okay.
let me apologize to you for these pains that I have caused you. And for me, I would love for us to have a dialogue. So I'm apologizing now.
I know. And before you finish that sentence, I'm apologizing now.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. You're a great, let me tell you something. You are a great mediator. Everything you have said and done is exactly how I would handle it. You are exceptional, and I'm sorry that you have to be in between this, but I'm also happy that you have a sister that is hearing you and acknowledging this. You have your answers and you know. But what is sad for me is that he's always known. And I think that's the problem for you. You've done an exceptional job through that pain, still finding a life and a family of your own. So I want to applaud that, because that is a strength in you that you have. And I think it needs to just be acknowledged that, wow, you did it. And you did it very well. And I'm proud of you. But I also know that there is a little girl in there that needs you. She needs her dad. And she wants her acknowledged.
I'm here for her.
I would change that statement to an action statement and say, I will be there for you on Tuesday by calling you, and I will make sure every Tuesday I call you. I will make sure that I am there on your birthday, and I will be there on every birthday, because blanket statements about being there for you are not going to do anything for her, but action steps will help to build this relationship. If he's able to show you action steps, would you be open to having a relationship with him?
Yes, I would.
Are you sure?
I said it. I don't want to hug you, please. I don't want to hug you.
It's her boundary. She gets it. The thing that I think is great for you to take away from here is that the fact that she just said that she is willing. That is the biggest thing. She said she's willing.
That's a big thing.
Now, if you're willing to do those action steps, you know you have a willing daughter. But her rejection and her pain is deep, so it's going to take time. So I wish you the best of luck, and I wish you the best of luck, and I'm glad you got answers, okay?
Thank you
I'm
so
really
much.
happy for you. I'm really happy.
I knew you were my sister.
And I wish you the best of luck. I really do. I really do wish you the best of luck. All right, everyone, stay with us, friends. We'll be right back with more. A couple on the verge of disaster.
And you both agreed to unlock your phones yesterday, but then you both refused.
You won't believe the shocking twist.
You're gonna either put yes or no right now.
So we won't do it. We won't do the phone segment.
Wow, that's interesting. My guest Tati says she caught her boyfriend Cam texting other women, so she posted about it on TikTok. Now she wants to know if Cam is hiding anything else, so she's asked him to unlock his phone. Everyone, please welcome Tati to the show. Hey Tati, how are you doing? Can I have a hug?
Yeah.
You look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you do.
You too.
Thank you. So you caught your boyfriend cheating on and then you posted on TikTok?
Yes, I did.
Why did you do that?
Nothing gets through his skull. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like you're gonna embarrass me, so I'm gonna embarrass you.
Okay.
And it embarrassed him because those girls in that comment section,
Went off on
they
him.
went crazy.
They went off on him. Okay, I get that.
Crazy.
So bring me back. How did you two meet?
We met in high school. I gave it a chance.
And how long has this been?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 years. Got it. Do you think he still is communicating with other women?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%. No doubt.
And why do you think that?
It's just one of those, like, it's like my female intuition is telling me there has to be someone else. There has to be something. Like, there's no way that you're so angry towards me all the time. And you say you love me, and then it just, you know?
Makes sense, yeah. And you both agreed to unlock your phones yesterday, but then you both refused. Listen, we have behind the scenes camera footage of the situation. Let's take a look.
We came here like to try to fix ourselves, so it's like honestly.
You don't want to add that portion
It's
of it?
up to you.
I'd want to unlock yours, but I wouldn't want you to unlock mine. But if you want like that, then we just won't do it. But like since I'm the one that's always getting caught, I like to unlock your phone to see whatever you're doing.
That makes no sense.
It does make a lot of sense. It does make sense.
I'm not gonna unlock anything.
You're not gonna like it either? Oh, okay.
Because that's what he wants. I'm not giving him what he wants. It's really my whole attitude towards him nowadays. So that's what
I understand it.
Wow, that's interesting. You know, what I love about these type of moments while we do these is because it gives you a big sense into like what is going on in your relationship. So everyone, I think it's time to meet Cam. Everyone, please welcome Cam to the show. Cam, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you
Good,
doing?
nice to meet you. Take a seat for me.
All right.
So how do you feel about what you heard before you came out here?
I think she's completely one-sided, everybody, if I'm being honest.
Do you feel like you're good enough for her?
I feel like I'm good enough for anybody that I choose to be with.
Do you feel like you're good enough for her?
For her, yes.
So you do?
Yes.
Okay, great. Just wanted to know. So why didn't you want to unlock your phone yesterday?
It was a matter of, at some point in time, she has to trust me. So again, if she wouldn't have found anything yesterday in my phone, she would have went home to tomorrow or tonight and sat there and said, well, I want to see your phone again. You know, so it wouldn't have been good enough. So yeah, I didn't catch you this time, but I can catch you that time.
Is that true? Do you feel like your insecurities would have made you feel like you needed to then unlock it again another day?
Yeah, because he's so secretive and he needs to. A female is coming out of his mouth so much more times than I think my name alone.
Well, Tati, you met with producers and shared how you felt about the situation. Let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was like so quick, like how quick he said no. He was talking about, some girl that he worked with. Yeah, she's so beautiful, bro. You have to come see her. Like that. This other girl that he used to mess around with, which I didn't even know that he messed around with until a couple months after because he lied about it. Oh, she comes back from vacation, I'm about to hit her up and stuff like that. A bunch of females, just, you know what I mean? And I saw screenshots and I saw like whatever, and it was just, they were talking so like, you know what I mean? I was like, dude, like, and it just felt like, that was like when my world kind of crashed down in a way. I think it was like literally not even him like not wanting to get this phone, it was more him just so quickly like, I would want to go through yours, not through mine though. And that's what bothered me.
So you are talking to other girls, she's saying that she knows that, right?
In that moment when I was working with that female that she saw me talking to my friend about, we didn't have anything going on. And
were you flirting a little bit?
Yes. And I'll answer that for him. Yes, he was, because he physically, right, I'm gonna air it out again, he posted, I think, meals that she would buy. I think she bought him like Dunkin' Donuts at one point.
She was a good coworker.
Right? But he would post it, that wraps around to the whole, he wants me to know, he wants me to be aware of everything going around. He needed to let me know that as well as on his social media, to his friend and to me that same day. Oh, look at what she just bought. I wouldn't know about half these things if he told me. And someone might say, at least he tells you, but the way he tells me, it's not really more like, oh, I just want to let you know this happened. It's more like, I want to let you know, I want you to do something about it. I want you to feel some type of way.
I can see the cycle here. And now y'all are going through it over and over again. And instead of saying, you know what, we are both young, we had a friendship before, we need to end this and just figure out how to be friends, and then maybe we can come back together. You're continuing on this pattern, humiliating each other over and over and over again. And you know it. She's humiliating you on social media. You humiliate her by cheating on her and making sure she knows. You humiliate her by bringing up girls' names. Y'all just going back and forth. It's not tit for tat. It's tit for tat.
Right.
That's what y'all doing.
Sure.
And y'all can't be in this cycle anymore. The fact of the matter is that until y'all either break up and heal separately and then come back together, that's the only chance you have to possibly grow together. Right now, what y'all are doing, y'all are never going to heal.
I agree.
So y'all got to talk to each other. What do y'all want to do right now before y'all walk out the stage? Y'all agree we should break up? Yeah. You hear it right? Yeah. So one of y'all got to be courageous enough to say, let's end this.
I think that I love you enough to have to just leave this here today.
Good job.
And my number is always going to be the same. And if I ever changed it, I'd always let you know. But we can't do this anymore. We definitely can't.
Good job. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. He's saying that, like, I'm still going to be here. I'm going to keep my number the same. But he knows that he doesn't want to keep disrespecting you like this. He knows you don't deserve that either.
I don't know why I kept disrespecting myself by staying.
Boom. Both
That's
of
just
y'all.
me.
This is what I'm trying to give y'all is a healthy break, and you started. Proud of you, man. You said the right thing. So be proud of you.
I appreciate it.
Can you accept that?
I can accept it.
Look at that. So at least y'all give each other a hug and say we wish each
I love
other
you.
the
I love
best.
you. I love you.
There we go.
I love you. I love you.
Now, I gotta tell you, we always talk about examples of black love when black love is like we've been together for 20 years, but respecting your woman or respecting the man you're with, this is also an example of black love. And amicably splitting and saying, you know what, I don't need to split and tell you this and that. We can split and say, you know what, I wish you the best and I respect you. That's also black love. And I wish y'all the best, all right? I really do. All right, y'all, thank you for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, and keep talking and growing. I love you all.